everybody. Welcome to the program. It's Wednesday night. I want you to know this. Right out of the gate. I will be consuming alcohol this show. Of course, Kirkland 12-year blended scotch is what Daddy's on over here. And I will not be making a mockery of myself as a drunken mess like the last show. I will say this, if you're not an Overdose member, you're going to miss out. I will be posting up onto the Overdose, the full show that I did the other night. Jesus Christ, where I drank and drank and drank. People were sending money in. Apologies, I'm going to be rebooting a client here. So you will hear some connection sounds. Sorry. It's all in the name of good fun. One more noise and we should be happily connected. Dear God. What does it take to run a show of this caliber, huh? Head on over to the Overdose. You're going to want to join the Overdose. 20% off. Use code HOME. I got so drunk the other night because I'm trying to tell you nerds that I want to get an Xbox. I'd like to start gaming. I want to be a gamer. Hardcore. And people were sending in $20, getting me to do shots for $20. And I did quite a few, milady. And, yeah, so I got very, 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 very drunk. I just started slurring, you know. We may reveal, you know, we may go in on some people about some things we probably shouldn't go in on people about, you know. If you can't help what you are, then that's your business. But yeah, anyways, we're still collecting for an Xbox. These things are $800. If you want me to do a trick, if you have a question, I'll read your super chats tonight. Get in there, get some money moving, pick up a hat, pick up a shirt. The Are You Okay hats flying off the shelves like hotcakes. People love the Are You Okay hats. I agree. Grab one. 2 colors, black and navy. They go great with the baby blueprint blue Are You Okay t-shirt. Might as well ask twice on the hat and the shirt. Let people know you mean business. Also, people who are out of it and not okay, they're going to miss one of them. I tell you that. Tell you that much. We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Tonight's going to be, I think this will be a regular show. Got to get that Kirkland plug-in right out of the gate. Does Switch host your server space? What does that mean? I had a setting wrong on YouTube. So we had a misconnect earlier and had a problem getting started. But we are up and running now. Hit like. I usually don't start until we have 10 likes. I granted mercy on everybody tonight in the sake of time. Also, Big Irish J's off doing some show at LA Comedy Club tonight. So I'd like to get a show in under the radar. You know, he comes in the chat and tries to dominate it. Take it over and be too funny. It's like, we get it. You have a French bulldog. Also, do you trust a man who has a French bulldog? You know what he told me? He told me he's too... See, this is why I shouldn't drink alcohol. Ahoy, everybody. I only drink at sea. I only drink until I can't see. What I was gonna say is Big Irish J told me that he's afraid to take his French bulldog, Wrinkles. By the way, his dog came over and played with my dog. His dog had to take 19 breathing breaks for about 20 minutes each. His dog moves around and jump. I guess it's jumping. I don't know. What do you call it when a meatball on toothpicks falls over. And then his dog just has to like breathe for 10 minutes because it can't take place. It can't engage in physical activities without it being a goddamned thing. I don't got the chat linked up to the screen. Let me get that open over here. What are people saying? I think I annoyed Jay last night. Mission accomplished. About what? So Sunday night, I'm going to be posting that show probably tomorrow. It'll be released on YouTube with another show that I've been holding back from you if you didn't catch them live. It's the end of the song. I love that part. So I'll be posting it up. I got a lot of stuff coming out on the feeds this week for both Overdose subscribers and not. If you've been an Overdose subscriber in the past, you know, I know I've been slacking, but I've been in here 2-3 times a week cranking out shows and hanging with you guys. And so I'm putting out bonus content. I appreciate the support. $13, but with the code, it's $10.40. Again, I'll play it one more time and we'll be done with it. Join the Overdose. Use promo code HOME. It brings it down to $10.40 a month. We don't do crazy ads and all that annoying shit over here. So I only make a living telling jokey jokes out at the farmer's market and doing the podcast. And thank you guys so much for your support. And this month, we are asking extra because I do want to get an Xbox. And you're like, Patrick, if you make good money, why don't you just go buy an Xbox? It's embarrassing for me to have to, you're asking what the alcohol ratios and the drink. This one was like here with whiskey. And then the rest is Diet Cola Pop. Diet Pop Cola. That you can get at your grocer's freezer shelves. I'd say 60-40 on this one. It was pretty. I overpoured it. Let me put it that way. It's a little more than I'd like it to be. I was going to have a nice nightcap tonight. But I have a feeling I'll be stuck on my back like a turtle on my garage floor at 3 a.m. just eating drumstick ice cream slugs. I only eat the chocolate slug at the bottom. I take out my my paint stripper heat gun and I melt the ice cream all the way down to the nub, and then I stop and I refreeze the bottom, and then I like an archaeologist carving out dinosaur bones, I chip away at the Chippewa at the old sugar cone until I get to that Choco plug. And that is not a sexual preference. Do you know what I mean? But thank you for asking about my alcohol to soda ratio. It clear. Look, I don't drink a lot anymore. And it showed the other night. I think I had maybe 4 shots and three glasses. And again, like hefty glasses, I'd say the glasses are 3 shots, but I used to be able to drink, you know what I mean? But now ever since Kathleen left, I'm just sleeping alone on a futon. I don't even have furniture anymore. I used to have a Lovesac sofa. Kathleen took all of that. So Agent O, we have an artist fan, Agent O, sent in some amazing artwork. I'll give you a little preview of this. But we're going to be, I can't even open it up and give you a preview really. Yeah, maybe I can here. So I think we're going to be making several shirts out of this. We're going to call it the Ty Rivera Room Where It Happened series, where we're going to sell white tees with Ty Rivera's belongings on them. And these are, these are his confirmed belongings by him. Let me see if I can get this up for you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's better we wait. But we're going to have a shirt with Bijou in the crate. We're going to have a shirt with the globe. We have the tabletop. We have bottles of salsa. We have the Sparklets water bottle. We have the leather sofa with rips in it. We have the studio in a box, unbothered sign, wobbly TV, mic stand, ring light. Do you remember? It's hard. It might be hard. We got a super chat here from Roger Rodriguez. $10. Thank you very much from Roger. It says shots for tips. Look, if I do shots for tips tonight, I got to be able to get the Xbox. You know, I can't be doing them for $10. $10 is like a read your message kind of a fee. You think I'm doing by the way, I'm already sipping a nice sipping whiskey over here. So don't get me, oh God, that is strong. Don't get me going tonight. You know, we have a plan tonight. You guys got me off track. I was trying to talk about Kenan Thompson. I never got into it really how I wanted to get into it tonight. We're going to be talking a lot of mad shit about Kenan Thompson tonight. I've uncovered a scam that no one else is aware of. Again, you know, I don't scam you. There are plenty of scammers on the internet. There are plenty of con artists out there on the internet. Has everything I've ever asked money for gone the exact way I wish it would have gone? No. But far more have gone great than have gone badly. And for the ones that have gone poorly, I apologize. However, this one's straight up. I want an Xbox. Give me your money. Give me your money. I'd like to buy an Xbox. It seems like a frivolous expense for me, but with your dollars, we'll bring it in here. We'll hook it up. Andrew Jackson chipped away some Chippewa. See, I've already started burping. I've already got the gastrointestinal likeness of some sort of, gut disease. You know? My biome floor, I feel raging up inside of me. I won't be treated like this. Send your dollars. Anyway, we're trying to get an Xbox. They're expensive. Do what you will, or don't. Who am I to tell you what to do? And again, I know times are tough. You don't have to tell me what Biden's done to this country. It's a wreck, right?
Come on, man.
But I say the same thing all the time. You may not have enough for your gas money for the month. You may not have enough for your rent, your mortgage, your car payment. You know what you do have? Enough to pay for overdose. Head on over. Man. Use promo code. Okay. Kenan, I think I've uncovered something here that not a lot of people have uncovered. I'd like to show you a video, a promo video. It's about 6 minutes long. We'll walk through this pausing, I'm sure, because God forbid I don't have commentary on something. You'll see some familiar faces in here. This is series. I see a Brant Tobler in this video. Our buddy Alex Kool-Aid Ansel was actually a part of this competition back in 2020. I asked him some questions about this today. I'd like to show you a video. You tell me your thoughts. Here we go.
Basically, we're trying to find some awesomely talented people.
The talent was awesome this year.
There's just too many people that do extra stuff when you're driving the lift.
Which is fair.
People think you want to kidnap them. All I want your grown ass is get in the car and make this $4. All right?
The mask keeps getting better and better.
You ever gain so much weight that the elastic on your underwear flips down? It just keeps flipping down and down, so you're walking like this.
Don't panic.
The guy who just did the joke about you ever gain so much weight that your underwear elastic just keeps flipping down and down and down. It's like he was like a thin, skinny dude. Also, this thing started off slick with a fly-in over Chicago. Voiceover comes in. Keenan Thompson, Ivory Waynes. And then it goes to showing shots of their shows around the country. No good audio, all echoey, shitty, room noise, camera phone, shots. This looks like dog shit. Music laid over it so you don't really notice. By the way, nobody finishing a joke because they're not that good. So it's all just like quick hits, Listen to it, watch it.
We'll pay for it.
They just cut to a guy who was hugging a wall and said, we'll pay for it. And that was like the whole point of the shot. And then they moved on to this guy. Let's see what he does. That's amazing. Oh, no. Did we lose it? How embarrassing.
I'm just trying to see if you got some spare change. $5, give it here. Then you ain't seen that.
A lot of comedians, a lot of great talent here in Chicago. Thanks again, Keenan, for a great evening.
Oh, my God.
So I've done this Laugh Factory before. This is the old Lakeshore Theater. And it's become a laugh. It's the most gorgeous Laugh Factory by far, especially since the Tropicana is getting torn down. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous theater, and they will just rent it out to any producer to put on any dog shit. Just so you know.
Phenomenal. It was very funny.
So I had a great time. Definitely worth it.
Just be here next year. It's going to be even better.
Thank you, Apollo.
Atlanta.
It was an ultimate experience.
It's just noise porn. This is like impossible to make anything out. I feel really bad for our audio members. I'm always thinking about our audio subscribers first as our greatest audience. This sounds like a cacophony of chaos. Google that 3 times fast. Yeah, this is imagine putting this out. And by the way, well, you go ahead and finish this up.
I totally enjoyed it. The comedians were amazing. I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay, move your feet. Get up.
You get a lunchable. You get a lunchable. You get a lunchable.
Some comics that I've never seen before, and I think they really have a great future in front of them. I love what you're doing, Kenny. Keep it up.
Joel Myers, hey.
All of North Carolina's best and brightest were here tonight.
Say Charlotte, it's really good. Make some freaking noise.
You do this every time.
I mean, what is this editing garbage fire?
Sunday dinner.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
They just showed 7 comics, and the audience laughing twice is what played. Michael in the chat says, I can't speak about the other Laugh Factories, but I know that the one in Hollywood is an absolute joke. Masada demanded that we do all clean material, so I was fucked. Idiotic requirement. I haven't done. The last time I did the Laugh Factory Hollywood was when Kevin Nealon did his on Kevin Nealon's show back in the day. Must have been 2011 or 12. But I never did a lot at the Comedy Store anyway, or at the Laugh Factory anyway. I never did a lot at the Comedy Store either. I did way more at the Comedy Store than the Laugh Factory. Yeah, it's a gorgeous theater, the Laugh Factory in Chicago. So yeah, it's great. So this is not something a fan put together or something. This is an official trailer for this event. Somebody said, I've noticed a lack of diversity in this video. So here's what's happening. And apparently this grift has been afoot for about 8 years. Kenan Thompson, who I'm going to just double check right now because I haven't done my homework. I'm searching Kenan Thompson stand-up. Kenan Thompson at University of Delaware. Let's see. I love when they have the guitar mic stand.
You don't know how it works. What's up, motherfuckers? Wow, this is nice. Thank you all for coming out here. University of Delaware. Is that That's cool. Love you guys.
Give it up for the troops.
This is nice, man. What a great turnout. Everybody taking pictures. It's fun. I mean, is it all students in the house? Is it? I mean, let me hear from the freshmen then, I guess. Freshmen. I thank you for coming. Sophomores, what is
Jesus Christ.
Juniors, appreciate that, juniors. Appreciate that.
Have you ever seen anybody reach for the deck of bullshit quicker?
Seniors. What about the
faculty? Where you at? Can I get some for the staff? Am I right? Yeah, what the fuck? Somebody says, is he blind? He comes out, grabs a mic stand, like operating it like a cane with these big black sunglasses on. Who here eats food? Give it up. Drinks liquid? Yeah! Shit. I mean, this is fucking crazy. This is bad now. Give us a like.
The 5th and 6th year seniors don't know how to leave school yet? Anybody like that in the house? People that graduated a long time ago don't want to leave the town? Anybody like that? That's very cool. That's all. I respect that. That's love. Give back. That's how communities grow. I love it. Well, seriously, thank y'all for coming out, man. I just want to talk to you guys, I guess, tell you about myself. I'm a young boy from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, maybe he's starting some material. Here we go. What they call your establishing set, huh?
Where you at? Right there? That's right there, buddy. What's going on? I love it. I started out doing the acting thing, I guess, when I was really young. I was like 5 years old, and my school did the Gingerbread Man play.
You're a big fat phony! You're a big fat phony!
My mom
You're a
thought I might have had a little piece of talent, I guess, so she
You're
put
a
me in little
phony.
theater classes. And I was
Hey,
nice.
this guy's a
Theater
great
school,
big
like,
phony!
Look at the camera and introduce yourself and stuff like that. That was nice. And then I started figuring out.
Okay, so we don't have to watch all this because obviously it'd be goddamn torture. I just wanted to establish who we're dealing with here. Okay? We're dealing with an awkward, stumbling, mumbling motherfucker. And this is into the SNL days. You know what I mean? We all know him now as the guy who's been on SNL for what? 30 fucking years? Permacast, Kenan Thompson. Okay? He got on that Good Burger show as the Lori Beth Denberg hour. All that. Goes on to Good Burger, child star, should have gone the way of Kel. And yet here we are, still stuck with Kenan. Made his way onto SNL, and I'll tell you what, I don't mind him. Not a stellar, outstanding member of the cast, but a solid guy who deserves the job until he doesn't want the job anymore. I'll give you that. A solid Blackman. when you need one for a sketch. No, not my favorite on SNL, but by far not the least talented nor the least annoying. You hear that, Bowen Yang? Winner of both of those trophies. Keenan should headline one of Tim C's nude shows. I'd like to do that. Who books that? Didn't Kel turn into a Christian weirdo? I have no idea. But we shouldn't know this much about Keenan. So as we've just watched, Keenan is not especially good at speaking to people. He's not comfortable in his own skin. He's not good at delivering an address. He's not good sharing about himself. He clearly doesn't know how to write a humorous anecdote, as we've seen here. How quickly jumping to crutches of where my seniors at, where my freshmen at, where my sophomores at. It's like, Jesus Christ. What are the primary colors? Let's go through those. You know, just absolute garbage nonsense. So it's important that we look at that, because what 8 years ago, and by the way, all these SNL guys branch out. Some of them stay with the show, some don't. Some stay longer than they should, some don't. But they all have side hustles, you know. Jolin Coast and Pete Davidson just bought a Staten Island ferry. They're going to turn into a floating nightclub. A lot of them move into acting. A lot of them move into producing, directing, lots of things, other projects. Keenan also has his own show, I think, now on Peacock Plus or whatever the fuck it is. He took Tim Meadows' spot. Somebody in the chat says, yeah, I guess. He's a fat, you know. So now they have Chris Redd to play Thin Black. He's always had a writer's room helping. Correct. Keenan is a solid token black guy for SNL, just plays a generic black guy. Will Keenan be doing cameos and cooking from a hot plate in 3 years? I hope not. Saturday Night Live plays pretty good money, and he's been there a long time. I'm sure he has solid footing in his contract and that kind of stuff. But, you know, what people choose to do for their fucking side hustle matters. We're going to look into this Kenan Thompson shit tonight, and I'm telling you right now, if you're a comic who's ever done this or did this past weekend here in Vegas, I'm sorry, but you got. This is a scam. It's cringe and embarrassing to see friends of mine. So we've seen what he is. So let me explain what it is. So what does Kenan Thompson do with his spare time, money, and talent? He decides he's going to start a thing called the Kenan Thompson Ultimate Stand-Up Comedy Experience. What? Now, Kenan Thompson is not a stand-up comic. As has been pointed out, he's always had a writer's room helping him. So why in the fuck has he taken it upon himself to scour the country looking for talent and giving them a chance? You know, everything has to be painted with this broad brush of giving back. You know? It's always a philanthropic endeavor. It's like Kenan Thompson has made it in the world of comedy, and now he's going to give back with Kenan's ultimate stand-up experience. It's like, what? Let me show you something. This is the official trailer for this thing.
Celebrating new talent and supporting people that need an opportunity.
This is uploaded 2 months ago.
Y'all
ready for some laughs?
And always support the discovery of new talent, and that's exactly what we're doing here today. I respect stand-up comedy so much.
So this is presented by something called 360 Degree Comedy. People are reporting in Freddie Correa was in this too. Yeah, I heard Trix was in this. Kool-Aid did this in 2020. This motherfucker comes to like 6 cities. Kenan Thompson. He doesn't even come to all the cities. Correct me if I'm wrong. He wasn't here this weekend. This shit was hosted by a local comic named Jay Reed. So like Kenan's not even coming to the cities. He'll be at the Carolines finale when all the winners gather. And guess what? I think that I talked to Kool-Aid today. He told me he's pretty sure you have to pay your own way, get your own hotel, and you do a guest set on a show at Caroline's. Any of that footage you see Kenan being funny, any of that footage you see Kenan on a stage, except at Caroline's at the end, this is insane. Taking a look at it, it feels cheap. It feels like garbage. I'm unhinged at the garbage shit people post in the comedy groups and how many fucking amateur piece of shit comics run and jump on that like flies to shit. Some woman posted today in the Las Vegas comedy group, calling all comics, we're going to be starting 2 open mics at restaurant. Like it was all broken English and garbage. So email me for details, DM for details. We going to be doing comedy at open mics nights. 19 comics liking it. Love to do it. Let me know the details. It's like you don't know anything about it. It's fine. Just know anyone with any experience is looking at you like you're a piece of dog shit. Oh, are you gonna just jump all over the opportunity to do an open mic at restaurant? You don't know what restaurant it is. You don't know what night it is. You don't know what part of town. Just, can I get up? Ugh, you all suck. You all suck. Oh my fucking God. Get a little backbone. Get a little. Alex Ansel's here now. So maybe he can comment on it. I'd love it if he could Skype in, Kool-Aid. Nobody likes onions on Skype. I don't know if you're available, but you let me know. Look, this guy's grifting people. This guy's fucking making money. He doesn't have to pay to put on a show. They advertise as we're getting the best comics in town. It's like they're going for the dumbest comics in town. I'm sorry to say it. They are. They're the dumbest, shittiest comics in town. That's not always true. I'm just saying they run through them. You think Kool-Aid's doing it again? No, they're looking for new fucking, krill to eat. This idea that they're giving back and discovering new comics. Ask any of them. They've been doing this for 8 years. You ever heard of this show? You ever heard of anybody who's blown up out of it? Or is Trick still doing the same shows he was doing before them? Right. So calm down, everybody. This looks like garbage. The logo looks like garbage. The editing looks like garbage. It sounds like shit. They clearly aren't mic'd up. It's a piece of shit production. Why would you tremble at it? This is shit. It's shit. You never know. You don't want to piss people off. I do. I'm not interested in working with idiots who run shit and put this shit up. I wouldn't let you use my likeness in a clip this bad. Kool-Aid's doing the World Series of Comedy. Fucking hell. The grift of grifts, man. You motherfuckers paying to do stage time is hilarious. So basically, he's just getting paid to let them use his name and image for a scam comedy show. Doesn't sound like he's even really involved. No, he's at the final. And let me show you. Let me show you the fuck. Yeah, if I was asked to perform at this show, I would not perform at this show. Correct. It's too shit. I've seen what they produce. It's garbage. Let's dive in. Let's go to the Facebook page for this. And I'm sorry, our buddy Waldeck did this. Bruce Purcell, who I like, Bruce Purcell. Let me show you the post. It's so cringe. It's hard. I like Bruce Purcell. But you look like you're even allowed to be a newer comic and an amateur, but don't project that amateurishness. It's crazy cringe. You got to act as if you've been there before the whole time. The whole time. It's so nuts. Doubt anyone even watches it. Good. Alex was just kidding. Okay, so here's the Facebook page. We got Kenan Thompson's Road to NYC, 360 comedy. It's got 5 stars, 2 reviews, 600 followers. My bad. 10 of my friends. Let's see who they are. Carlos Anthony, Tom Baum. Tom Baum did it too, I think. Chris Shaw, Bruce Purcell, Jocelyn, Christy. Look, they've probably been through all these comics already. Chris Cope. So these are the latest posts. I want you to look at this. Yesterday, 11 a.m. Dancing pictures are more fun than red carpet pictures. Okay. May 2nd. Trevor Noah was such a great pick for the headliner at the White. Headliner? He's the host. It was shit. The NFL has their draft in Las Vegas, and we have a draft too. Get your tickets for the best comedy showcase Saturday night show. You'd be so much better to go to Laugh After Dark than this. You want to see a well-produced show? Professionally produced show? Go see Laugh After this. The best produced show. You can't even get your post right. Look at the typo right here. Best showcase in the country. SSA Saturday night. Hosted by favorite comedian Jay Reed. LA Comedy Club putting this on. The funniest comedians in Las Vegas from around the country will make you laugh nonstop. So the funniest in Vegas and around the country. Here we go. Tom Baum, Diana Mathis, Chris Waldeck, Poncho G, Shimmy Hernandez, TC Morgan, Johnny Castilla, Shell's Funny, Spiro, Freddie Correa, Sophie Santos, the Puerto Rican Grizzly J. Rivera, Sammy Sereno, RJ Leary, Chris Spring, Bruce Purcell. In the video. So did that video feel like a pro video? Or did it feel like a shitty piece of shit someone made on their phone? It was low res. It was square. It was garbage. It ended abruptly. These are the best comics from Vegas and around the country. And again, no offense to friends of mine. I like Tom Baum. I like Waldeck. I like Bruce Purcell. Don't really know the others. And I haven't seen enough of them to even make a quality judgment about their comedy. So take that out of it. It ain't the best in Vegas, so stop. The delusion of you, like that this is a contest that's finally going to get to the raw talent in Vegas. Are you fucking high? First of all, anybody who's worth their goddamn salt probably has a gig that night. You know what I mean? It's just a shame Butch Bradley and all the others booked on shows around the 17 comedy clubs in Vegas couldn't be there. But they're not the best, so, you know. Luckily, they plugged up all the comedy clubs with the shit comics for a night to let the best finally get a shot at Keenan's gold. What the actual fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? No tie? Yeah, how could it be the best? That's true. He's giving false hope that this will lead to success. 100%. These comics don't know any better. And let me just show you what got posted. I did a search for posts in my timeline of people saying Keenan. And this is what comes up. And again, I like Bruce Purcell, but unfortunately, this is the most embarrassing cringe one. And I'd say it to his face. This is crazy. I like the dude. You're crazy not to like Bruce. He's a super nice guy. And I've only seen him perform once. He was funny. So I don't, this is no judgment on his comedy. I don't care if this is Tricks or Big Irish J or any of the guys I know headline and crush. I don't care if this is Butch Bradley. This is cringe as fuck. Check it out. May 2nd. So this is the day. At this time, I'm very proud to announce my advancement in Kenan Thompson Ultimate Comedy Experience. I'd like to thank everyone in my life who supports me. I will do my damnedest to prove you right. Your love and kindness means a lot. I will fill you in on the details, voting, websites, etc. as I get them. Once again, thank you. Hashtag Kenan Thompson Ultimate Comedy Experience. It's him in front of they constantly do these step and repeats with Kenan's big ass photos on him. Now look, Kenan is not with Bruce. If Bruce won this show and is advancing, Kenan should be by his side. Kenan wasn't at this show. This is a grift. You in all caps. At this time, I'm very excited to announce you're in front of a step and repeat. I just want to point. Look, I get it. If you've never been a part of anything, it's hard to tell the real ones from the shit. We watched Gretchen Bozzart fly to Michigan to shoot a comedy special and tell people fuck off all the way there like she had made it. And it's like, oh, honey, you can't tell from the logo this is garbage? Fuck. You stood in front of a step and repeat. And I love you, Bruce. I love you. Come on the show. Arms wide open. No offense. Arms wide open like we did it, baby. We made it. We did this. Fuck the haters. Looks like we made it. You know what I mean? This pose is cocky AF. I want you to look what you're standing in front of. Universal Realty Source? 360-degree comedy with the old school shitty microphone. You ever see this microphone on a logo? Run. You ever see this old school microphone and you're not one of the Apple sisters? Look at this logo. The Christian Foundation full steam ahead. Nobody can look cocky when there's a little choo-choo train above your head and an AIDS ribbon. You don't get to make this face with a little choo-choo train and an AIDS ribbon in front of a Christian Foundation. What? And then Kenan just smiling over the edge. I didn't get on a plane for this, but I made more money than you'll ever make in comedy in one night. At this time, I'm very proud to announce Simply C360 Universal Realty Source. What does any of this have to do with comedy? And by the way, if it was about showcasing comics and finding new comics, you wouldn't need 800 sponsors. This show's making money, getting sponsored by all these things. And I wish the sinister shit stopped here. And you know, the posts go on and on over here on Facebook. Our buddy Waldeck as well. Every comedian and comedy lover in the country needs to be at the grand finale. The best comedians in the country are performing. So this is the flyer. Okay. Now on the Vegas version, it was Vegas in the background. Let me show you. They're not in order, chronologic. Yeah, here's Trix doing it. But this one was actually hosted by Keenan. So this is what they made everybody do for the Vegas one. Here's Shimmy Hernandez. I am so honored and pleased to announce that I have been selected to perform. All these people work at Marshall's, you know, by the way. They all have this fantasy that they're going to be able to quit their day jobs. And I'm not saying you won't be able to. I'm saying this ain't it. To perform on this great show, do what you got to do to be there. Please get your tickets now. So basically what they do, they have 19 comics on the show. You saw all the names. And now they don't have to hire a street team to go out and put on a show. They've literally got these guys going, guys, this is my chance. You know, I never really asked you to be at my shows, but this one, Kenan Thompson, guys, SNL, he's not going to be there. But I will stand in front of a step and repeat with a shitty, low-res headshot of him. And I will act cocky as fucking stake my whole identity on it. Whew. So the cringiest part about this is how they don't even give these guys a flyer. Or they do, but let me show you what they get. Now, because this one is hosted by Jay Reed, they have to shoehorn Jay Reed in here too. So what you get is a square photo. You see the border of it. Of Jay Reed. And then below that, squeezed in between the zip code and Jay's name, Shimmy Hernandez, name not readable. And they get all these dopes to retweet this and repost this to the 38 people. Here's another one. Look at this. Jay Rivera. This is the guy who does the podcast or the open mic with Ty, I think. Just squeezed in down here at the bottom. Or they probably told him to do it themselves. Squeeze your name down here at the bottom. Do it yourself. We don't have a graphics guy. We took Keenan's photo once, and now we just send him a check. It's so cringe and embarrassing, man. Here's one from great news. I advanced in the next round in the Keenan experience. So, okay. So what I found out, I mean, this gets so much fucking deeper. You go to this website, Simply C360. Okay? Take a look at this shit. This hole gets deep. More info on the Ultimate Comedy Showcase. Like, okay. Laughter is good for the soul. Come out to a show in a city near and support the most talented comedians as they go after the opportunity of a lifetime to fly themselves to NYC. Started in 2010, 12 years ago. by Kenan Thompson and executive producer Chiles-Buchanan. They want to help comedians get to the next level. And why wouldn't they, you know? Kenan's a comic. This woman's a real estate agent. Patrick, she's a real estate agent. What are you talking about? Oh, here on the Simply C360 website, I go to the menu and we have vote for your favorite star, ultimate comedy experience, Simply See events and courses, where they just tell you to come to New York to see the. By the way, they have a children's version of all this too. So they're doing it during the daytime and at nighttime. Children's grift, nighttime grift for adults. Buy a ticket. They don't have any courses, but stay tuned. Courses coming soon. No matter if you're a rising comedian, entertainer, or young star, we'll be answering your question on what it takes to get to the next level in your career. Shouldn't you train Kenan to do a little stand-up? What is this garbage? What have we stumbled upon? And by the way, let me ask you this, comics who have done this recently or in the past. If you saw all this on the website, if you saw you started looking at the logo and the videos and do you still do the show? Do you still like, well, this could still be a thing? Or are you that dumb? Have you hung your hat on a star that far out of reach? Will Jeff Ross be at the children's show? Fuck. Like, look at this shit. Courses. It gets better. Young Stars 360, helping parents, managers, and young stars to get to the next level in entertainment industry since 2011. Our executive producer, Chiles-Buchanan, and our team has been instrumental in developing and discovering young talent that has been on TV shows, movies, and tours. Our young journalists. And again, let's go back to the ultimate comedy experience. They've been doing this since 2010. 15 to 20 top comedians will perform their best 4 to 5 minute sets. Sounds like a garbage fire. Who programmed this? Ian Rainier. Bam! Got him. In all of this, there is no mention of one name other than Kenan Thompson that you've ever heard of, know about. We've launched child stars. They've been on TV and movies and acting. We started the Ultimate Comedy Experience in 2010 to help skyrocket young stars to the forefront. Give them a chance. Have you ever heard of one? Wouldn't they be on the site? Here's what we've done. After 12 years, we've helped launch these people to do this. No mention of it. This is like filler text. You might as well write it ipsum lorem dolore. This is nuts. If you look at this and think it's a serious contest, you're out of your mind. Patrick, are you familiar with Flappers in Burbank? It's exactly the same. Polished garbage with false hopes designed only for money making. Yeah, I believe flappersburbank.com goes to my website. Me and Barbara Holiday had a falling out when that fucking club opened in 2011, 2010. I'm one of 4 guys banned from there. She's a dumb bitch. We have a lot. Me, Ken Barnard, and her have a call. One after show. She called in live. Kept using profanity, and she lost her damn little brain. Hey, anybody can buy an old fucking Fazoli's. What was that? What is that place that used to be like Romano's Italian Grill? Flappers in Burbank. The Claremont Club shut down, right? I have a lot of money. Could you hack into their system and we get Big Irish J to the finale? I'll pay for his room and plane seats. Just a reminder, if you do have a lot of money, we are collecting tonight super chats for an Xbox. I shouldn't have to buy an Xbox. Send in your dollars for an Xbox. We'd love to start gaming live. God knows I can't afford a ColecoVision. Am I right? Ooh. Little lightheaded on that one. Yeah, I've had a very public fight with flappers in the past. So I'm not done with this website. Let's keep going down the menu. So aside from never not having anybody they can point to that they've ever helped or put forward, look how they want you to submit. To enter for a chance for the New York Comedy, submit a 30 to 60 second clip telling us why you have what it takes to be the next sensation to take the stage. So, you comics saw this website, read these instructions, thought it was legit, and submitted to this shit. Wow. Now, Kool-Aid told me that they reach out to you. But this seems to be otherwise. Let's go further down the menu. You won't believe it. Real Estate 360. Real estate is an exciting industry that's taken shape as a major platform for celebs and influencers. Anybody else care to break that one down and explain it?
What does that mean?
As a realtor in both Georgia and Illinois, I work with not only celebs, but with all to help them buy property. Whether it's your first home to begin building generational wealth, or if you're expanding your real estate portfolio, I share my expertise. She started talking about a platform for celebs and influencers. And by the way, we're on a comedy website. Check out this page for luxury homes, breathtaking views, and commercial properties. Cherie Chiles-Buchanan, realtor. Keep in touch to find out about upcoming showcases, rising star competitions. This is a person with 19 businesses or pretend businesses and one website. Your real estate, your kids foundation, there's a Christian foundation. You're running showcases all over the world. Kenan Thompson's been pulled in. What is this grift? This hole doesn't stop. Not Cherie. The mystery. Media, sponsors, and ads. There's more. We love working with local and national sponsors and media outlets. If you'd like to work with Simply C360 or other brands, 360 Comedy and Young Stars 360, please fill out the form below. We'll get back to you. And then it's just a slideshow of Kenan Thompson and cities and children. You know, evidence. I guess they have a deck. Holy shit, they have a deck. Our producer, it's just Kenan and her. Is this his girlfriend? This is fucking retarded. They do shows in Chicago, Charlotte, New York, LA, and Atlanta. Charlotte? Showcases comedians are battling for. They ain't. Schedule of events. This is like a festival with nobody booked yet. Oh my God. Keep this up. You'll never win. Uncle Clyde's comedy conversation. I don't remember much, but did remember how jank the website is. Ever heard of Comedy Idol? It was Ontario. I mean, this was at every improv. Ontario, California improv. I won first round and finals first year. Yeah, they had Comedy Survivor. And oh, fucking hell. This is so fucking got it up. The last option is submission form. Let's see what you got. A day without laughter is wasted. Charlie Chaplin. I'm sure these guys are big fans. So I guess you vote for the comedian. Now, that would be bad enough. So it's like, it's just about getting them hits and having the comics do the work for them.
How dare you!
And the grift for them. It doesn't really stop. But on the front page, you'll notice now that the voting is live. And what I also think is that with your vote, you have to upload a video begging for people to vote for you. Do you remember when Josh Denny entered this contest, and then as a joke, I went and entered it and won it, and then Josh Denny complained to them and told them what I was doing, and so they just shut the whole contest down, and nobody got to. It was like a week of work up at some resort in Colorado, and so nobody got it. It's like, it's not like I wasn't a qualified comedian to do it. It wasn't like when we sent Taylor Swift to Alaska. You know. So now we got Ben Stiller on the website. Young Stars 360. We got Pete Davidson and Chris Redd with Young Stars 360 winner. This is dumb. Vote for your favorite all-star to make them win. Comedy lovers, it's time to vote for your favorite comedian. But it's just Waldeck. Look at this banner, too. We got Chris Cope. They haven't updated this in years. Comedy lovers, it's time to vote for your favorite comedian. Before you vote, watch the comedians tell us why they think they should be in the Kenan Thompson Ultimate Comedy Experience 2022. Now select your favorite comedian and submit your vote. Well, I think you all know we have to watch these videos. They didn't spell Chaplin on Charlie Chaplin, correct? Somebody said. Well, we have to watch these videos now. If we're going to vote for our favorite comedian, how could we do that without watching? Anthony Bonazzo, Amber Brenton, Anastasia Bolden, Big Keith, Brandon Glover, Brian Tucker, Bruce Purcell, Brian Day, Carter Deems. These are all black people mostly. Christian Johnson, Jennifer Madden, Hank Denson, Flo Hernandez, Corey Bell, CJ Starr. These are all the finalists? I can't read the name. There's too many. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, these are the finalists. All these people, let's count this grid. 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 5. We're at 40. 42 motherfucking comics. 42 comics, 5 minutes each. Hope you packed a lunch. This is crazy. Holy shit. Imagine thinking this is anything. And you can watch videos of them begging. This is my tricks. Oh no. This is bad. And they can't even like format videos.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Tricks, and this whole Kenan Thompson conference,
show them feet.
That's been dope, man. And what better way to cap it off than to go to New York and perform in front of a bunch of SNL people and
Charlie,
really
what are you doing? Eh?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm not usually this large, but I suffer from multiple personality disorder, and they all got to eat, so I don't argue with anybody. But anyways, Stephen Buddha here. How you doing? Buddha the comedian. People ask me, you're a comedian at night. The hell do you do?
What is happening?
What do you do? What do you sing? I can sing.
People are just posting TikToks.
Hey cousins, it's your favorite cousin comedian Tiara O'Leary and Windy City Ribs and Whiskey making this video because I've advanced to the second part of Kenan Thompson's ultimate comedy experience and Road to New York. I'm so happy that y'all got a chance to see me perform in the first.
This is garbage. And then how long ago did Trix do this? You know, Kool-Aid has to be on here. Let's fucking find it. Here's Bruce. So serious?
No matter how old you get, you still seek the approval and validation of your parents.
Is this material?
I always send my mom stuff from my comedy career. I sent her clips, press kits, flyers, what have you. And my mother's never going to believe that I'm doing well in comedy for the simple fact that she can't open the PDF. My mother is basically stuck in her ways.
What does that mean?
She still gets the CD-ROMs in the mail from AOL. Like, she uses them as coasters. I don't know what she's doing, man. I went to visit her recently, man. It was really interesting. Like, she still has the hard candy in a dish from when I was in high school. It's turned into, like, this weird sculpture of really bad candy that nobody wants. It's air licorice and that fruit
this is
candy
material
with the fruity middle. The
You can't do material on this. Please, we got to find Kool-Aid. You know he's scrambling right now. Hey, it's Kool-Aid. What up? It's Kool-Aid here. Oh, look at this guy prepared a video.
This is a pair. This is a pair of pairs. This is a pair of pairs with a parasite. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parasites.
This is going great.
This is a pair of pairs with the parents of a parasite. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a parasite. This is a pair. This is a pair of pairs. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a pair of parasites. And it's gonna go bad. A pair of sites that are parasites. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a pair of parasites that are parasites that are parasites seen from Paris Heights.
It goes bad.
This is a pair. This is a pair of pairs. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a pair of parasites.
Bye-bye, everybody.
That's a bird's eye view, like a parrot's sight.
Get him a body bag!
This is a pair. This is a pair of pairs. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a pair of parasites that are parasites. They're parasites seen from Paris Heights. That's a bird's eye view like parrot's sight. That's a privileged view like Paris sight.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
This is a pair. This is a pair of pairs. This is a pair of pairs with a pair of parents of a pair of parasites that are parasites.
Remember when they said like upload a 40-second video? Holy fuck. So what I'm saying is like, do you really like, that guy's a finalist and you're a finalist. Now are you still typing in all caps going, I am very proud at this time to announce. It's like, are you? Because that guy's shit. And he made it. Holy fuck. I shouldn't be bored when you're joking. Oh my God, the pain. Oh Christ, this rules. Can someone give me a pair of nooses to hang myself? This is probably the video Saget was watching before he left us. Yeah, all that. Y'all want to see a fat, sassy black girl? Because I bet this one's fucking great. What's not to like?
Hey everyone, I'm Camilla Davis, comedian K Davis.
KD!
Of Mississippi, but by way of Atlanta, Georgia. I literally stepped out
Aren't
of
they
the
all?
to come out here and pursue my dreams alone. No family, no friends. Moved to Atlanta. They said I did, but they didn't tell me it was a chance that I was gonna be homeless in 9 months. Upcoming comedian, I need some change. Sir, can you help me with anything, please? Anything will help. Anything. Tell them I'm gonna do with a nipple.
I'm very honored to announce
into a mobile home. I used to pull up to the hotels and get out dragging my suitcase and go in just to eat free breakfast.
Somebody wants to know if this is Bruce.
But I finally got me a place now. And I received some housewarming gifts, hotel towels.
Holy shit. I mean, imagine being amongst these people and thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm going to post a braggy thing.
We got jobs in our show. We employed in the house. We got to employed. That wasn't everybody. You say it was all okay? And it's getting hard, ain't it?
Are the requirements for everything to look and sound like shit? Oh, I love when women do stuff. That's my favorite.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. It's me, Lace Larrabee. I'm a comedian here in Atlanta,
I'm
Georgia,
sorry.
And right this moment, I am a semi-finalist for Kenan Thompson's Ultimate Comedy Experience.
Okay, so I don't ever want to hear it again. I'm a semi-finalist in Kenan Thompson's thing. So is anybody with a vertical shooting phone that'll answer the call? This is garbage. Kenan is stealing from you. This isn't a credit. This isn't an honor. Putting it down as a credit lets everyone who's real about comedy know that you fell for a grift and are still stupid about it because you're bragging about it. Fuck. This is shit.
That means I got on stage. I got to perform with Kenan here in Atlanta, which was literally every 90s kids, all that.
Is it? We don't know Kenan from ever doing stand-up. He's never done stand-up. He's not got any stand-up videos. No one knows him from that. I don't know why he's trying to be involved in stand-up. Seems like an obvious grift. Like, what is this bitch talking about? It's always been a dream to perform with Kenan. It's like it has. We didn't even know he did this.
Dream come true. It was amazing. But I got to keep this going. All right. And to get to the next phase, I need votes. I need people to vote for me. You got to believe in me. Help me get out of these little suburbs.
Anything that you need to vote on to get to the next phase is a grift. The fact that Trix is in this and Kool-Aid, there's still 2 days left to count your vote. Let's search for Alex Ansel. I just noticed a search bar. Fuck. Ansel. If we can find his, that'll be the best. So no, it's only current season. So Trix is in this too. This year? So that's a current. Trix is in this contest this year? This is cringe. Kool-Aid says, I just texted you my link. Oh, no. Okay. God, that's going to hurt to look up.
What's up, everybody? It's Jen Madden. I'm a comedian, actress, and an improviser. And as some of you know, I've been selected as a semi-finalist for the Kenan Thompson Ultimate Comedy Experience Showcase.
These people can't talk without flubbing words. Are you still honored?
I need you. I'm counting on you, you and you, you and you. Hey, y'all, to get me into the finals for the grand finale on May 15th at Caroline's. I will be selected because I'm an industry triple threat. My sets are unique. They're diverse. They're interactive. They're also educational. Like, American Sign Language was my first language, so that I always try to keep a...
Her sets are unique and diverse, and they're interactive. Give me a like. We're going to look up this. We got to look up Alex Ansell's. Apparently. Give me a second. Fuck. How am I going to get this? Alex, can you send it to Facebook? Message me on Facebook with it, please. I know that's probably more of a pain, but just do it. Yeah, that's where we're at with that. This is a scam. I'll be over in a second. Meet me at the green door in 15. I don't want to know what's happening in our chat. I don't want to know. Are you drunk? Yeah, look, drunk is... Sunday night I was drunk. Right now I'm, okay, shall we say. I don't want to know what these furs are up to. So we're going to try to get him to Facebook me, message me. That link, please. Or we can move on. I'm not sure what needs to be done in this instance. Send me a message, Kool-Aid. You already have it cut. Just copy and paste. Oh my God. It's times like this when I understand why Ty Rivera is terrified to do a live show. You get you waiting on other people, send you a link. It's taking upwards of 4 minutes. Here we go. Sorry, having it on my phone doesn't
I simply C360.
Oh, God. December 23rd, 2019. Before he swelled up from the pandemic. Hi, Simply C360. Brave. I'm glad Alex sent this to me knowing that I'm just going to rip this shit. Here we go.
Hi, Simply C360. I'm comedian Alex Ansell. I'm based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. When I saw that my favorite French tutor is looking for the best comedy talent in this country.
You had to throw in like an old school reference, like, no, I used to listen when you taught Spanish in the bath. Fromage. Suck his dick harder. Party starter.
I knew I should be a part of it. I started doing comedy at open mics inside of Mexican restaurants in my hometown of San Antonio. Go Spurs. And I kept going at it. I've won contests. I've lost contests. I've got to perform all over the country and Canada. I mean, you name it, I've probably been.
All over the country and Canada.
In there, New York, LA, Chicago, Atlanta, Seattle. One place I haven't been is national TV. This is my shot. I've been in this 10 years.
What are you talking about, Alex? One thing I've never had a shot at is national TV. You still haven't. You thought this is the best thing. It's like going back and going like, how did they trick all you people into thinking like this was your big thing? Look around you. When you look around and go like, oh, these people fucking suck. It's like, yes. Yes. Did you see the other videos? It's not an accident. We all float down here. Fucking hell. I love Alex. This is hard. This is a hard one. One thing I've never had is a chance at TV. How did it go? Did you get the part?
This is my shot. I've been in this 10 years. It's time.
This is my shot. Why? Tell me what they were promising you that made you think this is your shot at TV. This isn't even... This is like an off night Tuesday at Caroline's. You know, it's a 7 p.m. show. Why don't you think I didn't go back? Okay. Okay. Ah, this is my shot at TV. Let's do this. It's like, okay.
I'm ready for it. Give me a shot.
Holy shit. Okay. Thank you for giving that. That was very nice. That was very nice of you to provide. Follow Alex Hansel, everybody. What a nice man. This Simply See comedy company / production company / children's charity / Christian grift / real estate agency. It's over. Click here to buy a house or click here to vote for your favorite comedian in the country. What? We work with some of the biggest sponsors in the country. It's like, have you? Because your step and repeat is just all 16 of your companies. You know? Fuck. It's a bad one. I didn't like it. I don't like it. Not a fan. And don't want to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, though, it is time for a brand new segment on the show. A brand new segment on the show that we're going to try here tonight. This is called The Tweets I Seen. If you seen the tweets I seen, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. Can we get into it? The tweets I seen this week. Josh Denny, our old buddy, has a few doozies. He wrote, if you think, quote, jokes have consequences, unquote, you're a fragile fucking coward. Okay. Now, there's a lot of this going around right now. I'll tell you that. Where people confuse what is with what they believe. If you think jokes have consequences, you're a fragile fucking coward. It's like everything, almost everything in the world has consequences. Okay. Somebody says, I assume this is a reference to Chappelle. No, it's just it's in the zeitgeist right now. But like, of course, it's like it's freedom of speech to just scream the N-word. But you're insane if you think there aren't consequences to that. And knowing that there's consequences to that, whether or not you're allowed to do it, does not make you a fucking coward. So this is just a dumb... He does a lot of these weird chest puffy tweets that don't really mean anything or say anything. I thought that one was interesting. Let's see what else he's got for us. Pro-life men only want to control women's body. Ah, the pro-life myth. My biggest pro-life supporters are women. Smart, hard-working, thoughtful women that are already or would make great mothers. Maybe if we had standard in this country where all human life has value, we'll start to see more kindness, compassion, more community. Maybe I'm naive, but that's what we've done. But what we've done for the last 50 years isn't working. This is a guy who knocked up his Mexican maid, guilted her against her religion into getting an abortion. Hates what a grumpy fuck. Just like me, by the way. I'm not pretending I'm not. This weird swing he's done with his beliefs. By the way, Roe versus Wade is probably going to get overturned, so strap in for that. Now, dumb people think that means that abortion is illegal. That's not true. You're dumb. Stop. Twitter's not a place for you to get your information, okay? So Josh always spoke truth to your power. Yeah. Yeah, let's get him on. I'm very pro-abortion. Look, I can't. Here's the thing: if I was a woman, I can't even imagine somebody telling me that I had to have a baby. That's insane. Second of all, as a society, it does us all better off. Like, nobody who doesn't want a baby shouldn't have a baby. That's insane. Knock it off, God, folk. By the way, if your reasoning is still the Bible and God, beat it. You guys are still on rickety wooden roller coasters. We've got rails now. Okay? Magnets. Bitch. So this insane argument. Now, I will say the other side, you've fetishized abortion so much that it's disgusting. I've never, thank God, had to have an abortion. Had to have a woman have an abortion on behalf of my seed. But I think if I did, it would be a heavier type decision. Maybe I'm wrong and it wouldn't. But where I think a lot of people can't rationalize in their minds is like the whole argument about whether it's murder or not. I mean, it's probably murder, but it's probably fine. Again, there was a mortality rate of 50 to 60% in the old days. People who don't want children should be forced to have children. It's nuts. Knock it off. Most people right now complain about not making enough money, living in poverty, student debt, minimum wage, health care. Who do you think's paying for this? And all of your arguments fall apart, by the way, when it comes to the vaccine and the babies. Like, I'm not arguing either way, but this was the whole point the whole time. When all the people who were like my body, my choice were trying to force the vaccine on other people. You look like fucking idiots now. The same way now, stupid Christians, that you're all like, oh, you guys wanted everybody to be forced to take the vaccine. Now what about forced to have the baby? My body, your choice. It's like, do y'all feel good with your stupid false equivalencies? Kamala Harris on TV going, I looked at a man and I just said, can you name one law that tells a man what to do with his body? I didn't think so. You look dumb. It's a false equivalency. Men don't give birth. So it'll never actually be a true comparison. Second of all, there was a law that men had to go off to fight war with their whole bodies, not women. Also, if you use that argument, you're fucking retarded. Will you guys all knock it off? Will you guys all knock it off? I don't know if this is the real Nick Starr in the chat. here we go. Jesus, mother of figgity fucking Christ.
Is it gay? Is it gay? I don't know. Is it gay? Is it gay? Is it gay? I don't know.
It 100% definitely is. Look, Nick, no hard feelings. I don't know if that's really Nick, you know. I got your text about your mental illness. This might come as a surprise. No shit. But, you know, I don't want to be involved in any of your whirlwind of emotions and instability anymore. Okay. So I'm sorry that your husband's trying to run over you with your co-owned Prius or whatever the fuck you're going through. It sounds like a doozy. I wish you the best. I wish you no ill will. But you are a friend, and then you pretend to be a friend, and then you turn into a nightmare monster. You know, and we're right in the middle of a segment called Tweets I Seen. So we're doing that. So better luck next time. I don't believe it's you. Josh Denny, what if she can't afford it? What if her health is at risk? What if she doesn't want to be a mom? These are all great examples of why someone should choose not to engage in reproductive sex. Whew. These are all reasons not to engage in reproductive sex, as if every birth control you understand, right, Nick? Nick said, okay, be well. Like he's been watching Demolition Man. You understand, Nick. Like every time you say we're going to bury shit and be friendly, when you have a bad day, you try to dredge up old shit and then make Facebook posts about me being an awful person when this was 15 years ago. You either can forgive a person for doing something they wouldn't do today or not. But no, you want to be like the Academy Awards and roast a boy. Now look, people in the chat who don't know what's going on, we outed Nick Starr. He's a gay man. He's a mentally ill gay man. Allegedly. And he, he sold the phone. He had a BlackBerry back in the day that he sold to a listener of our podcast with, this is when he was supposedly straight and crushing puss. And he sent it to a listener. And they reached out to me and saying, you won't believe what's on this phone. Nick Starr sent to me. It was all these Craigslist arrangements he had made with other men for recreational outings referred to as blow and goes, which are basically where you walk into a stranger's dark home, suck his dick in the night, and then like Batman, you slip out into the slippery seats of your sedan. Hyundai Elantra, was it? And by the way, it doesn't look like Nick is replying anymore. He probably left the chat, which goes to show you it's real. It really is just about Nick. He just looks for new platforms. Apparently he's starting a new podcast. We will be watching Nick. We'll check it out. Be well. Be well. They're also called rubbing squirts, okay? Oh, he's still here. He says Hyundai Accent. Hyundai Accent. Got it. Just a train ride away. What if she can't afford it? What if her health is risked? What if she doesn't want to be a mom? These are great examples of why someone should choose not to engage reproductive sex. You can do boatloads of stuff that doesn't lead to procreation. Get freaky with it. You could bury your partner's head in a pillow while they eat you out and pretend to be somebody else. I'd like to know what old calcium deposit Dick Denny has in his sexual repertoire, because he does jokes about just laying there doing nothing. So this is a whole new guy than we know. This is America. Someone said, this is not a subject you get to remark on. Of course, this woman is named 7 Colorful Birds with a Rainbow. Sit down and shut the fuck up. You're not the one losing your bodily autonomy, asshole. Also, the abortion is about more than sex. It's about rape, incest, women's health, and viability. Do you know what an ectopic pregnancy is? Get bent. This is America. I'll remark on whatever the fuck I please. This proves my point perfectly. Women are unhinged over this. They demand the freedom to end life for whatever reason they choose, and no one can speak on it. You can't make people without us. We get a say. So it is a dumb, I hate all that shit when people are like, you don't get to talk about this. As a white person, you can't speak on that. As a woman, you can't speak on. First of all, we've blurred this whole line of what a woman is and who can get pregnant and all this stuff. So again, all this language just sounds like nothing to me. Also insinuating that a person or people you know, you thinking that you get to tell anyone else that they can't have an opinion is so fucking insane. You thought policing nudge. Nick says, and it's Nick Starr again, not Starr-street. I got divorced 3 weeks ago. You're always going to be Starr-street to us. Over on Starr-street, can you tell me how to get to Starr-street? It's just a train right away. I do appreciate you in the past apologizing for outing me. I don't know. Look, it's fine. It's fine. I've tried this 3 other times with you. It always backfires with you treating me like shit. I'm not interested. And being treated like. Back to the tweets I've seen. Ty Rivera. Anytime my chihuahua walks into the room, I never know what I did, but I always know I'm in trouble. Oh, Ty. You know what I mean? Like, what? Let's break it down. Anytime my chihuahua walks into the room, I never know what I did, but I always know I'm in trouble. So what you're saying, if we just break down the facts of the tweet, whenever your chihuahua walks into the room, it's upset or angry at you about something. I never know what, but I know it's something. Hands on hips, wag of the finger. Doth of the cap. So, anytime my dog comes into the room, it's pissed at me. Therefore, by the transitive property, we can easily say that Ty never hangs out with his dog when his dog's happy about something. We can also say Ty's dog is never happy in the same room as Ty. Right? So, is this something you want to be saying? Anytime let's break it down and take all the flowery language out. Anytime my dog walks into the room, it's not happy with me. It's like and everyone else. That's why you had to find a new place to live. As Alex Ansel says, studio apartment, one room, so always. Oh, fuck. Give me another one. Go back. Is this the one we're on? She is really out here trying to Jedi mind trick these boys into being gay. This is not the way to make friends, mija. She quotes Michelle Thompson, I don't know who this is, who says, straight guys don't want to date other men, regardless of how they look. Lesbians don't want to date you either. Get over yourself. You can't change people's sexualities. So she's saying straight guys don't want to date men. Correct. Regardless of how they look, right? Lesbians don't want to date men either, right? Get over yourself. You can't change people's sexualities. And then Ty's take on this is she's trying to Jedi mind trick people into being gay. So I'm pretty sure her take is the very common based take. They're like, but I don't think a lot of guys know this. Like, if you're a straight man, did you know that you're like supposed to be open to dating trans men? And if you're not, you're considered transphobic or like gay, anti-trans. So what she's saying is like, no, straight dudes don't want any dudes, whether they're trans, used to be a woman, like that's not what they're into, straight dudes. And lesbians are into chicks, women, not men who identify as women. And these are like pretty based, neurological footholds in your brain about what you're attracted to. So for him to think that this is in some way trying to turn people gay, I don't know. What am I missing here? His dog is mad because they had to move again? Okay. Maybe I'll get a boyfriend soon. I've been lazy about that lately. So, like, what do we know? 2 weeks ago, Ty was begging, does anybody know a place I can live? Considering Siegel Suites and their generous rewards program. Nick Starr says, I've turned a large number of straight men. I mean, they weren't stray, honey. They wanted to give you a little boost of confidence. Get real with that stuff. Okay, so maybe I'll get a boyfriend soon. I've been lazy about that lately. You haven't been lazy about that. You've been banking a bunch of videos because you had to pack up all your stuff and move. You were homeless for a while. You are low on money because you've had to move 2 times in the past 3 months. Just ask Nick Starr. He knows. You, and you're going to say, I just have been neglected getting a boyfriend. It's like nobody wants to be with an unstable, broke, homeless guy who runs a weekly show at a Thai restaurant where you're allowed to come in and just get dinner and leave during the middle of a show. I love big jugs and girls who just got into roast battle. Okay. These are all personal preferences, and we don't have to talk about them. Maybe I'll get a boyfriend soon. I've been lazy about that. One of my best friends is Muslim. Here's a joke, a rare joke out of Ty on one of his platforms. One of my best friends is Muslim. I'm pretty open-minded as long as you don't smell like Curry. This is garbage. This is something he thinks is a joke. It's funny. Watch Las Vegas' craziest open mic live now. So, this is important. He is going live on Thursday nights. He is going live on YouTube on Thursday nights. The last show we talked about how he went live in the middle of the night. And there was an Ecamm Live logo up in the corner. That's a software for Mac OS, I think, to help you go live on YouTube from your Mac. So he's trying to do this. I imagine the guy helping him set it up was either Jay Rivera or AJ Rivera. I can't keep track of all these Riveras. We know it wasn't his mom in a wrapped minivan or his dad in his soon-to-be coffin. But he's streaming these live on Thursday night. If anybody can catch him doing this on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram and pull those videos, I'd be very happy because he's clearly deleting them right after. Look at this. He puts them private right after because they go like shit. Then the last one, tweets I've seen, new episode of Unbothered by Ty Rivera is up. When I think back on the year I've had, I can honestly say a person that wasn't as mentally strong as I am would have probably killed themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, that is tweets I've seen this week. I hope you enjoyed the tweets I've seen. And that brings us right into it, really. We have several options for a favorite segment of the show that's been around since the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the old bad podcast of the week.
Get ready for some good old-fashioned name calling.
That was something that you said.
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
It's time for the NLO Bad Podcast of the Week.
We got two this week that we can get into. I don't know how much we'll make it into tonight. What are we coming up on? 12:20, 10 minutes away from 2 hours. Maybe we'll just do the tie one. This is 35 minutes long. You guys know I don't have the patience to really make it through a lot of these. But I also wanted to check in on the Savage AF podcast. You guys might remember them from the O. They've been going strong. They've been killing it. Cruising with Susan. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new tie cast. Now, this was posted way earlier today. It only has 113 views. Remember last time he posted a video, a couple hours into it, he had 500 views. He's all over the place with his metrics here. He's clearly buying likes and views on everything he does. We've got a new house. We've got a new studio. The lamp is back. Tie artwork, unframed and taped to the wall, is back. And this unbothered sign that he has carried from an apartment that he couldn't afford to a room that he rented to here, it is construction paper garbage that he can't let go of. Imagine carrying this from house to house to house. What is it even? Why is there this bigger black square? And then this. It's a nightmare. Let's have a watch.
Happy birthday to you.
And again, we're back. I don't care what he says. You know, anybody with it stronger than me, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't have. You're a pussy. You're too much into what people think about you. And by the way, we all see through your bravado. No one who's sure of themselves, no one who likes themselves, and no one who has a lot of shit going on to feel good about talks like this. Happy birthday, everybody. I don't even care. It's like this dude should slit his wisps.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
The voice of confidence.
Jube, that's going crazy right now.
Best headliner in the city, he'll tell you. Do you hear this idiot? Look at this new tat.
On my nerves.
God, Chris Angel looks rough, huh?
Happy birthday. Focus. We're out of focus, Beige. Panic time. Oh. Happy birthday to you.
He loves showing us. Look at this. H4N classic. It's like he just got a bunch of new dog toys. Remember, he had 2 dogs. He gave one away because it wouldn't stop pissing, and he was too lazy to teach it to stop pissing. He doesn't care about animals. Nobody who feeds their dog Whimsy's alligator gives a shit. You know what I mean?
You. Here, take your alligator. Wah! I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. Let's get unbothered.
Everything bothers him. He's unbothered. He calls it unbothered, but that's what's cute because everything bothers him. He's bothered. I'm a botherina.
What's up, everybody? Ty Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. Here we are on a special birthday edition. Happy birthday, Bijou. We're a day early because this is coming out on May 4th, which it's technically May 4th at like.
So from what I'm getting from his new setup here, first of all, a couple of things. And look, I know you guys are going to say I'm obsessive. I'm sorry. I notice things. I see things. And I'm going to let you know. And by the way, I'm right. I'm sorry, but I am right. Right here, if we zoom in, and I know this is hard. If we zoom in right here, this is high gloss paint. Do you see it? Do you see the raised texture as orange peel texture on here? And you can see where it looks like it's a little different color. It's because it's glossy. That's catching the light. High gloss paint. Now listen, they don't paint high gloss paint. Okay? They don't paint high gloss paint in common areas, right? Like a living room, a hallway, a bedroom. Those are usually reserved for flat or eggshell. You in a wet room, in a bathroom, in a kitchen, that's where you'll find your semi-gloss, your gloss. That's where you'll find your maybe even a satin, but satin even you could have. So what is this wall? Is this a kitchen, a bathroom? Or is it an apartment complex that doesn't want to paint in between tenants? Cheap apartment complexes will do this too. So they'll just put high gloss everywhere. So that they can clean it easier. It's easier to get out the old magic eraser and clean off the bijou stains when it's high gloss paint. I know that's crazy. I know that's a deep dive. But listen, it's real. You can see it. You can see it shimmering, shining, splendid right on the wall. I don't make these things up. The shadows. We don't have any of our colored lighting that he had in here the other day. Come on.
Right now, or 6 a.m. right now, 6 a.m. Yeah, and it's May the 4th. Bijou, I got her on May the 5th. I was
May the 4th, Bijou.
Cinco de Mayo. It was off of money that I had made from being with Gabriel Iglesias' crew the night before. I'd performed with Gabriel Iglesias in Agua Caliente. And yeah, Bijou is a Chihuahua from South Phoenix. Could not be more Mexican if she
Everything
tried.
in his life revolves around like these milestones he had. Yeah, I got Bijou right around when I worked with Gabriel Iglesias. It's like, yeah, what year was that? Do you ever text Gabriel, hey, do you want to come do my Thai restaurant? You can eat and just leave.
Got her on Cinco de Mayo. I have my
Somebody says that's knockdown, not orange peel. You might be right, sir.
Sign up, my old unbothered sign. I'll put the lights around it again. I heard, like, somebody told me that there was a video about somebody making fun of that. And I don't watch.
He's so full of shit. You sued me. You filed a report on the video to try to have it taken down. Somebody told me there's a video up making fun. Look, there's a million videos up making fun of me. The last thing I'll ever do is deny they exist. That's insane. Funny story. We made that in 2020, by the way. Just getting around to you now. Like, what the fuck? Somebody told me that there's a little birdie out there making fun of any little thing I do.
Yeah, Bijou is a Chihuahua from South Phoenix. Could not be more Mexican if she tried. Got her on Cinco de Mayo. I have my sign up, my old unbothered sign. I'll put the lights around it again. I heard, like, somebody told me that there was a video about somebody making fun of that. And I don't watch a lot of the stuff that has to do with me when it comes to hate comment because gross. Why would I do that?
I mean, you did. And you realize that you can't do anything about it. So now for your mental health, you've chosen to ignore it, which, by the way, is what a healthy person should do.
But when people tell me about stuff like that, I'm always like, yeah, those are people that really don't get the way that unbothered works. Is everything's supposed to look cheap.
It's like, bitch, you don't get the way that it works. You're in a new set every other week. I don't get the way that you work. Okay. I've got predictions and they all come true. So you tell me.
And like it's thrown together. It's me. I'm never going to be perfect. Nothing I ever put out will be.
You edit everything heavily and refuse to do anything off the dome. So which is it? You don't get to like not do anything and edit everything heavily and polish everything while at the same motherfucking time being like, I just throw things out. It's supposed to be sloppy and haphazard. It's like, bitch, you've been taking notes at a video editing course.
Be perfect. And so my albums get pretty close to perfect, though. Anytime somebody records me, it gets pretty close to perfect. But, like, yeah, I'm just...
What? He's working on a new album and he said it's getting close to perfect? We all saw that train wreck at the drive-in, right?
Having fun with my podcast, so... When people like try to make it sound like that stuff is cheesy, it's like, yeah, it's cheesy. By design, it's cheesy. Like the whole...
No. When you're incapable of producing anything good, you don't get to pretend like the mess of everything you ever do is intentional. You know what I mean? It doesn't fucking make sense at all. Literally 1 minute, you're like, everything's getting close to perfect. This is all supposed to be garbage. It's like, what?
Podcast is meant to be cheesy. It's supposed to be this whole thing that I'm going through is basically a joke. And that's what I treat it like, is a joke. I used to think things were serious, or I used to take things in a more serious way. But I've learned not to do that anymore.
No, you learned that you can't afford the legal fight. You tried to fucking have my YouTube channel taken off YouTube. I had my Jew lawyer contact you. And now you did a show, by the way, at the same time where you're like, I'm just trying to let it go. It's like, okay.
More because it's just a recipe for getting your feelings hurt. It's just a recipe for not liking the way that things come out. You know, when you strive for perfection and you expect people to behave the way that they're supposed to behave and to conduct themselves with some...
Do you ever notice when he's going on these long, rambling, going nowhere sentences, he's looking off. He's always looking off in the distance. He never even looks back. Like, it's like, where am I going with this? Something.
Sort of code to have some sort of honor. it just doesn't really work out that way. And, you know, I am especially
Somebody said taking life like a joke equals poverty. What the fuck does that mean?
Bijou for her birthday. Like, I admit how much I love Bijou. We're back in the ghetto now, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my background and stuff like that. But we're just glad to be back in the ghetto, you know, because me and...
Hold on. So, whoa. I perked up there. I was falling asleep. I got a neck crank that I'm not happy about. Sorry, I'm dozing a little. He said, we're back in the ghetto now. We're happy to be back in the ghetto. Look, it's what we can afford, but, you know, I'm back in the ghetto now. Somebody says, taking life like a joke equals poverty. 100% that makes sense. It does make sense. And somebody said he definitely watches the show every week because he makes improvements. Like, it's been insane. When we started watching him, he had a different camera. I think he's using a spare cell phone. He bought a ring light. He bought colored accent lights. He put up a sign. He bought construction board and a glue stick like your kindergarten teacher used to hand out. I hope that this is 30 minutes of him saying how he doesn't care about what people say about his podcast. It's really amazing how I never actually hear anything that he's saying. Yeah. Because you're so used to just it being filler fluff.
We do like that life. And it's not that we go out and participate in any way, but it's just like walking out onto the street and having actual life happening is something that me and Bijou both are used to and we both like because of the places that we've lived. You know, when we were in LA near MacArthur Park, that was a lot of ghetto life.
Jesus Christ.
It was, you know, it's just a stimulation that we've both gotten used to. And my roommate was becoming increasingly hostile, and I didn't really understand that because once I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. Like, I'm not a person that's going to keep going back and forth with you or play any kind of game with you. I'm just going to be like, okay, well, you know, if I need to get out, then I need to get out, because the whole reason for my living there was just to be able to take time away from being on the strip, you know, or doing any
everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Try to do as little of that as possible and just really turn out a lot of content. And
What
then
does that
when
mean?
my former roommate started, you know,
Why would I even put on a Patreon?
Hours that I kept, and all of this was very passive aggressive and non-verbal in a lot of cases. It just would be a passive aggressive, like, were you in there arguing last night? And it's like, no, I was recording my podcast. And it's just, I know you're trying to let me know that bothers you. And
yeah, because you would come home in the middle of the night and start rolling on an episode of Unbothered after 6 homeless men fought at your comedy night.
You know, I'm making my food.
Just a garbage fire.
And like stuff like that, me having friends over and her making a thing of that. And I mean actual
her.
I mean some grinder trick that, you know, I
holy
got upset
shit,
she wasn't cool about that or something. One, that shouldn't be a thing, but that wasn't a thing for us because I was discreet about that part. But like, you know, when my actual friend comes over and you make a deal of that and make my friend uncomfortable, make me uncomfortable, it's just like, yeah, I just gotta go. I can't live like this, because sometimes it'll be like this time, you know, 6 a.m. And
I'm not,
you know,
like, this isn't bullshit.
The bar, me and one of my comedian friends.
We joke a lot, but this guy is like 60, okay? This guy's like 60 years old. And he moved in with a guy who's like, I can't live like this. It'd be like me moving in with Shuby now. It's like, yeah, that was 8 years ago I did that. 8 years ago. And then it was comical. It's like, what happens when a 34-year-old moves in with a 27? It's like, yeah, that's funny. I knew it. By the way, I had a 4-bedroom house in LA I lived in by myself and was paying for. So I didn't do it out of necessity. Being this old and then moving in with a guy and then The thing is, like, when I moved in with Shuby, I knew what I was getting into, of course. This kid's a nightmare. We'll be good for each other. He'll get me to loosen the fuck up with the pee incident. Well, there were multiple pee incidents, if we're honest. Let me guess. Ty had another falling out with someone, his roommate or the person whose couch he was sleeping on. It's an odd paradox. I'm 6'5" physically, but I wouldn't be slightly intimidated by him. But when I see that many tats and piercings on anyone, I'm staying the hell away from him. Yeah. If he's 60, he's not getting grinder tricks. All right, calm down, Nick. Okay, we're going to need you to keep up. By the way, Nick, if you want to ingratiate yourself to the show, we need you to trick. We're going to start a segment called Nick's Tricks, where we get you to seduce Ty Rivera just so we can find out where he lives. And then we send you over to pop his car tire. Too soon?
And I'll want to be like, hey, do you want to record a podcast really quick? And I like having the freedom and my own space to be able to do that. So
right here in your wet room.
Get out of there. There was one catty thing that she did that was just like, well, two things that she did that really made me like, yeah, I just got to get out of here, because you can be however you want with me. Like, I'll get myself out of that situation, but don't start shit with my dog, which was what started to happen. Like, she would close Bijou in the room.
Don't start shit with my dog.
Whenever, either of us would be gone. And I never gave her dog, I would take her dog outside to go potty and stuff like that. I'm sure she did that with Bijou once or twice. But like in our roommate-ship, I did that quite a bit for her dog, and I didn't mind. He was a cute little dog. He was a little bit more high-strung or sensitive than
I'm surprised you didn't give him away then, you fucking nudge. Jay Hollingsworth said, let's do it, Patrick. Me, you, and Kool-Aid for 1 month. Film 24/7, The Three Musketeers. But it's like Muscater. Nick Starr, when you're jerking off, are you ever thinking like, oh yeah, I got a fucking cock in my hand? Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool gay stuff, guys. Keep up the AMA.
I guess I'm used to, because like I said, I'm truly blessed with Bijou. Like, she's such a perfect dog. And I know.
Ask me anything.
We've been on the road together forever. But, there used to be a community water for Bijou and her dog. And there was a point where she left for several weeks. That water stayed there. I just kept putting fresh water in. And then sometimes I would change out the bowl, clean the bowl, that kind of stuff.
Things you're supposed to do for your dog? Is she saying I cleaned the dog's mutual water bowl for weeks while his roommate was gone, and he's trying to make that like in a big favor he did?
Dog's taken care of. And so never a problem, right? And then she gets mad at me, and I'm getting ready to move out, and then she, at some point, took that bowl away and left
for
Bijou in the kitchen. And then that's, like, I was already getting ready to move out, and I had already, it took me
today, Junior,
to do everything they had to do in this new apartment. And I don't know why that took so long, but it just did. And I stayed on them because I didn't want to stay at her place not a minute longer than I had to. I would like to move out the next day after we had that argument if I had my way. But, it wasn't.
Imagine just collapsing mentally on camera every week and calling it a podcast.
And you've got to
shut up.
Kind of chill out, because there's just a lot of people looking to
It's just always the same shit. Over and over and over.
So now we're out of there. I'm happy again. And I feel like I can be creative again, but it is a matter of getting my stuff situated. And I went from living in a
Nick Starr
to having just a
stop
room,
being so defensive. No one's talking about you.
And so there's stuff that I've got to organize. Luckily, I didn't really get
no Carly the last two episodes. Praise Jesus, right? Maybe we've finally gone and done it.
It's just one of those things where I'm especially thankful for Bijou here, because now me and Bijou have been together for 9 years.
It's all we have is each other.
And and 6 weeks old. So,
6 months
whatever that
later.
is, 9 years and a month and a half.
He counts his
I
dog,
realized
his
more
time with his
back
dog,
in
like
my
a
friend that
like
we
a
do
first grader says,
so,
"I'm this
for
many."
me, I get a little bit weird sometimes when I think about my puppy, just because,
Is he gonna cry?
I've had a rough year. In case you haven't been able to tell, I just
We
am
got
good at handling everything and just taking things as they come. But it has been a tough year. When
I think the sign moved. It's been a tough year.
Find out that pretty much all of the people.
Listen, he's saying it's been a tough year. Let's not forget this whole year he's been telling us how busy he was, so many specials, shooting stuff. He doesn't even have time. And frankly, it's good that he's not working on the clubs he got kicked out of anymore because he got so much going on. Listen to this moment of vulnerability we get here. This is rare.
People that you thought were your friends weren't actually your friends. That is a lot to take in. And then you have people trying to make it so you can't work. And then you have people trying to make it so you can't even hang out.
Don't forget, he's the one all year long who's been calling around, got trouble kicked off gigs, trying to get Gooch kicked off gigs. He's done nothing but try to get people canceled. He uses the gay thing when it suits him. He calls people out for using the gay thing when it suits him. He's all over the map. He's a regular Nick Starr when it comes to using that shit. No offense, Nick. You got to prove you've changed around here.
And then you get physically attacked and, all of that stuff, even though I'm good at, I'm good at mentally dealing with all of it. It doesn't mean that it never weighs on me. It doesn't mean that it never occurs to me what it is I've been through over the last year. It doesn't mean that I don't ever notice or see that a person that maybe wasn't as mentally strong as I am might have killed themselves by now, and that's not at all an exaggeration. And I hope that moving forward, a lot more people will think about this before they do the kinds of things that they've done with me, because I just happen to be fortunate, and they just happen to be fortunate that I'm a stronger person than a lot of people are, because when you find out that none of your friends are really your friends, that can be a lot. And then when you have people talking about you and in some cases making up stories about you where it's just like, yeah, I didn't do that, that's not the way that went down. And then people believing those stories because they just want to believe those stories because maybe you weren't the nicest to them at an open mic or something like that. And it's just like, what are you, seriously, you think there should be a consequence for these things? Like, just for me, what? Because if you think about the base of what it is I did, was I exposed somebody for using the N-word in front of me after they tried to make me believe that somebody hadn't tried to take my joke when we all knew it was my joke, which joke thievery is not supposed to be a thing that's accepted. I wasn't even asking you to have to decide on that or cancel it or that. I was just saying, hey, why don't you talk to this person? You're friends with them. This is not a good look, the fact that they're trying to steal a joke from me. I've been doing stand-up forever. That's not something I accuse people of, is stealing jokes from me. It's not like I'm known for, oh, is he saying somebody stole his joke again? Ty's always doing that. That's not something. And
you can't let anything go. You can't let anything fucking go.
If I really think about it, but less and less do I even try to think about it or understand it, because I accept that it's just not something that I'm necessarily meant to understand.
Ty was never taught what a period was.
Kind of person. So where some people could say, like, can you say you would have handled it any differently? Yes, I can say that. I can say that, and I can have other people back it up, because there was a situation here on the open mic scene where this girl, Caitlin Daisy B, had accused
Caitlin Daisy B, is it?
Of stealing a joke from her. And it turned out that they both had kind of just, come up with this idea that was parallel thinking, and at the same time, neither
Nick Starr says, doesn't he know killing yourself is my motor?
But
what is motorist operate? You need modus?
Both of them. And so I was really hoping that it would work itself out. But at the same time, I felt like maybe I should reach out to Trevor. I just hit Trevor up to see what it was about. And like, they came to a very adult.
Watto from Total Recall had better enunciation.
So I was glad with the way that turned out. But if it had been like actual joke thief, I would have had to just be like, yeah, that's not cool. Like, let's not be that kind of scene. And
if this is how he speaks, you can imagine how his thoughts are arranged in his head, just all scribble chaos.
Seriously, I also
scribble, scrabble, chaos. His life is a run on sentence.
Where the community steps in. Like with comedians, they'll get like, should this offensive joke be acceptable or not? How about we worry about originality and not much outside of that? How about we assume comics are joking because that's what comedians do? How about we assume that sometimes people are just making a statement on politics or on politically correct society rather
that show's not on anymore.
That, they're gonna go storm the Capitol or whatever it is people think, and so like all of this stuff is kind of goes into where I'm at in my life right now and what I'm thinking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm very happy with Ocha, the way that Ocha is turning.
Remember when he wanted to pay for his
like
old dad's old age?
But that's just because it's Bijou's birthday. And for me, apparently Bijou's birthday is more important than my own because, this little dog looking at her
he's
and
bumping like the cheapest spring-loaded mic arms.
Made me
trust me, I know.
In a few things and think about what's going on. Let me see if I can get a picture.
These are like the mic arms I got from China back in 2005.
But
he did a photo taking sound effect. Like, okay, he spends a lot of time editing. This is crazy.
Not important. And,
ask me how much I spent.
A lot of the stuff that's been going on hasn't really been that important. It was just I got tired of.
It's just your 90th show all about it.
Lying about me, and it's been a full year of people lying about me and gaslighting me, and like I said, in some cases assaulting me.
Everyone's gaslighting him, guys.
And I really, if you think about like what it is that
he's talking about originality. With comedians, they think there should be a joke offensive, but they don't know how they would be.
It's a crime, but it is where it is, and I just kind of let things happen in that way without me for the most part.
For me,
when the lies get a little too heavy and people are trying to treat other people like there's going to be a consequence for being friends with me or hanging out with me. Yeah, sometimes
I mean, there is. People are going to go, why are you friends with that fucking idiot?
So then people
dork,
will get mad and act
loser,
like I'm out of line. And it's
liar,
I put up
psycho,
with about me for so long and saying so many things that are untrue about me. And now I finally just say that, that's not what you're saying isn't factually correct.
That's not
put the real story out there.
We're
and people
actually
like I'm somehow still being a bad guy. And it's like, how am I a bad guy just for clearing up lies that are being told about me?
Oh my God, this is just
like I know
Cope Fest 22.
Doesn't actually know me, and anybody that would actually know me would know that those stories aren't be done.
Still going.
Because, I don't want to keep having these conversations with people, and I don't like feeling let down.
This started out so happy, and look how defeated he is now.
His apology was just so, direct, and it said exactly what it needed to say. I didn't feel like going into you said this, and then there was this time that
he's doing it. He's doing it.
Said was untrue. So when he gave me the blanket, I apologize for being a bad friend. For me, that's good enough. And as far as I go, Garrett Hall is cool. I really do.
Look, Garrett Hall just wants to get along with everybody. You're a freak. You're a weirdo.
I do wish well on pretty much everybody, I'm not a perfect person, so it hasn't.
Not a perfect person.
I do say almost, because there's a few that I'm working on, and that's just a part of me being human. But I don't want to walk through life with hard feelings, because it's like that saying, you know, where they say that holding on to negative emotions hurts you more than it hurts the other person.
That old saying.
This is about you, not the other person. And so for me,
I think I have that sewn on a tombstone around here.
Do just want to move forward, and Ocha Bar is going the way that I want it to. Our open mic on Thursday, the Thai Comedy Dojo, it's fun. There's a lot of craziness that happens there, but every single person that goes there is getting better. And that's not like me trying to take credit and say I'm the secret sauce, even though for some people I definitely have helped them along.
Hoobastank.
Also because I think that in order to go there and put in the time to be there, because it doesn't start till 11 o'clock, the sign up is at 10
Yeah, but you can come anytime and just get dinner.
You're probably serious about what you're doing. So outside of me, even the comments.
He's saying his open mic's a serious open mic because it's not until 11. So the people who want to be there really want to be there.
That aren't necessarily, you know, being in any way helped by me, because, you know, I will give advice and stuff like that. But some of the comics are on their own road, and I don't feel like they really need a lot of advice from me, and so I don't bother them.
What made him get his bridge pierced like that?
Check it out or talk to them or whatever.
The nose,
you know, some of the comics, I just feel like they kind of have a grasp on what they want to do, so I just kind of stay out of their way.
Nostrils.
But if comics ask me for help, then I help them. But like, you know,
imagine this being your adult voice. If comics ask me for help, I help them. But and then out the other side of your mouth, telling people like you're a confident, successful. My coaching is worth. You just admitted your last year was you wanted to kill yourself, and you said that you're coaching stand up. What?
You know, everybody's just getting better, and I like to see that. I like that I can see how it's turning into more and more of a show. And so I can see where it's going, and I can see where I want
babble,
to go,
babble, never really says shit.
Until the day I die.
Skipped ahead 10 minutes. Let's see.
None of them went anywhere. It was all people that like maybe thought they were a bridge, but none of them actually were. That's the big trick.
You can't talk about nobody who you know or had a falling out with, never went anywhere, never did anything, when you're struggling to live. It's not the time to chirp, dork. You can't post 1 minute, does anyone have a place I can live for cheap? In the next minute go, all you guys are fuck ups. It's like you're living in a Chipotle bowl. Does anybody know who's playing in the Chipotle Bowl this week?
People have played is it's like people have made it seem like I've lost these connections or I don't have certain friends that I used to
don't.
have. And all the
They're all in my chat room laughing.
What you would say, like, you know, the people that are important in my life have gone nowhere. And the people that are, you know, considered influential in the industry don't have a negative opinion about me. So when people say that, it's kind of like, I don't really know where you get this idea that I burn bridges. Yeah, I don't get along with a lot of open micers. Those aren't bridges. If you've been in this game.
The only thing you have going is an open mic. It's the only thing on your calendar. And out of the other side of your mouth, you'd say, yeah, I don't get along with open micers. So what? It's like, that's your business, baby. That's your bread and butter. There's nothing flowing through your pipe other than open micers. You're not hanging out with any of the best comics in town over at Keenan Ivory Wayne's place. You're certainly not hanging out with any of the comics working at the big three clubs in town. So, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I run an open mic, and it's really the only thing I have going weekly, or I would have killed myself. Also, I don't get along with open micers. So what? Oh, okay. Name all the big stars you hang out with then. Lonely guy in a room with a tabletop and a dog.
For as long as I have, you know that these people cycle out, and also the ones that are serious about it usually eventually end up being cool with you again, because it's just like that feeling of, yeah, we're stuck together. So it is what it is, you know. But when people say that, I'm always like, where do you get this idea that there are these bridges that I've burnt?
From everyone. We all talk about you constantly.
For people to feel however they want about it, you know. That's why some of the times when, you know, some comics on this scene like get upset because they feel like they're not being given respect that they should be given, or being given spots that they should be given, it does perplex me a little bit that I know these comics that say these things. And I'm always like, well, I am friends with you. I like you. But even I don't know in town. So I don't know why you think people are like choosing not to book you, but that's not the case. The case is you're not around, so out of sight, out of mind, people don't book you because they don't.
Oh yeah, by the way, Jay, Big Irish Jay will be the Comedy Cellar.
Secretly blacklisting you.
Thursday and Friday, both nights.
Blacklisted. You're not being blacklisted.
I don't know who Michael G is, but keep an eye out for that guy.
You have to do what it is you want to do anyway. So I don't really feel bad.
I think Mike Krasner was in one of those Kenan Thompson videos too, going like, "This place is legit, man. This competition is off the hook." Like, okay.
Blacklist anybody. I have my own stuff to worry about.
Oh, now he's saying
what I want to do is be taking time out of my day to make sure other people aren't getting work, or try to
never forget when he said. We've heard him say all this stuff that he will do that stuff. You know. Like, come on. We've heard you say you'll cancel people and get and call people and lose them work. We've heard you say all that shit. Liar.
Really just want to go to just because
now that we know you don't have any power, you're like, I tell you what, I'm not even gonna try to do that. Oh, okay.
And perform, obviously, to make
heard it before, Butch Bradley.
You know, like really,
you are
just
fucking
just to go enjoy myself, and so that I can say that I saw that.
I want you to, you got to look at this last part. He's looking down, and I've never seen him this depressed. Look at this. Watch him here.
And perform, obviously, to make money, but, you know, like really just to go enjoy myself, and so that I can say that I saw that, because, you know, we're getting to the bucket list years here. You know, I'm not gonna fool myself.
Wow.
Or whatever, you know. I mean, like, we only have a certain amount of time here, and we might as well.
Wow.
You know, but yeah.
Holy shit, that got dark.
For me to have one that was actually for the Botherinas. And I know the true Botherinas love hearing about Bijou, because you guys know that she is.
I mean, this dude is not well, bro.
The only one that tells me what to do and regulates my life. Like, I can tell she's going to want me to go.
Imagine paying for comedy classes and coaching from him.
This out. But yeah, overall, life is great, and things are just going to continue to get better and busier. And you guys will see in the coming weeks all the things that I have coming up. And sobriety is happening again, which isn't always my most fun time. I do like being sober, but at the same time, I hate getting sober. And the only thing I do is smoke. And so, like, you know, it feels so, like, it's such a chill thing. But I know
this is fucking sad. That's severely depressed body language and now depressed wording.
I go in and out, so I'm not going to lie to you and be like, I'm going to be sober for the rest of my... I never lie and promise you guys that. That's not happening.
I never lie.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Here on Unbothered, I'm also going to be sticking with the gossip. I'm also going to be sticking with doing my Ocha Tai wrap up, so you guys can see all the madness.
The Bucket List Years is the name of his upcoming album.
At 11 p.m.
The Bucket List Years.
On my YouTube channel, you can see that, you know, so there's a lot going on. Anyway.
Holy shit, that was fucking amazing.
Let me know. Maybe I'll put up a link so you guys can get Bijou some Mr. Bills or something for her birthday. Like I said, her birthday's couch. I swear, this little dog is the cutest person I know. But
I wish I knew how to quit you.
One of the most obnoxious people.
Oh, we got a new picture.
But anyway.
No, I got to go back and see. A bug just flew in front of his camera.
Like I said, her birthday's Cinco de Mayo. I'm looking at her right now. Now she's sitting on the couch. I swear, this little dog is the cutest person I know.
We got to get a close-up.
But she's also...
Okay, here we go. Keep taking more pictures of your dumb house. This leather house is... Remember he said pristine leather couch? It's just boxes of crayons, a few books, a few good books. Always oh my God, I want to see more of this. Somebody get me a translation chart for his tattoos.
One of the most obnoxious people I know. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I hope that this has been...
You're welcome, Mumble Mouth.
Bothered.
Let's check something here. Yeah, let's look how many times the sign moves. Here's the sign. And we have a big gap here on the right. That's a great face, by the way. Screen cap that one. There's our first movement. Look at this thing. Look at this sign shake. That means it fell. That means it fell.
Happy birthday to... I don't know why that...
And here's another one. Look at this. The sign keeps moving. Now the whole camera shifted. What the fuck? Yeah, imagine. And now we're off frame entirely. Dude, he's having to take breaks because he gets so depressed doing these. This whole thing was about how he didn't kill himself this year, and that's a real accomplishment. Buy some of that merch. Join some of that overdose. I'll see you next time. This has been nuts.
Your manner is most unbecoming of a gentleman. Would you be high on cigarettes?
I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes.
A question posed to stupid hoes who don't get it yet. Excuse me, miss. Are you high on cigarettes? I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes. All the laughter that you deploy if you listen to the show, boy. Patrick Melton faces have you stacking NLO point. It's the low point, not the reason. The reason is fucking gold. That'll make the taco pony party be a party of soul. To make you vandalize a van with a pedal sticker so bold. The family probably get arrested before they get down the road. Or stupid motherfuckers just got NLO'd. Other radio shows are straight bitch male prone. Talk shit on the onions that nobody like past. Have my homeboy lame prank call him fast. Have him thinking that he hates him like right before he berates him. And the way that he baits him, I put him right on blast. Like Patrick is an asshole and his show won't last. And every time I called in, he treated me like trash. He would abuse and berate me for the sake of some laughs. And the worst part was when he fucked your mother straight in the ass.